Mobility Day.
Mobility Day is awesome. My mobility day will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I've been doing pull-ups on a thingy though that was suspended in the middle. It's really hard. You can't you can't cheat on that.
There's no stability in it.
Nothing. No stability
Okay.
whatsoever.
Okay,
So
that is hard.
so hey, what's up everybody? We're live. And
Yes.
we're alive and we're dealing with cable issues. Yay, cable issues. Cable guy. Terrible movie, terrible service. There you go. Anyway, what are we talking about today, Stu? What's new in Stu Land?
Well, remember last week we had a brief presentation, and it was like 15 minutes long, right?
Yeah,
So we just
yeah,
bumped the show over a little bit.
right.
But we talked about a book called Smart Brevity.
This book?
It Yeah. I assume you like it?
I do. I actually like it a lot. It has some interesting thoughts, though. Back to the biblical principle of there's nothing new under the sun. When you really look at this, there's nothing new under the sun. It's just a different way of looking at some stuff, but that's okay. You know.
Yeah. I found that I think they make some very good points.
Mhm.
With the amount of time that people make a decision to read your article or not,
Yes.
it really requires that, like what you say, hook, story, offer. I mean,
Uh-huh.
that's about as brief of a description as you can get, right? So you're already
Right.
smart brevity with your hook,
Right.
story, offer thing. You just have to make those hooks, stories, and offers brief enough to keep the attention of your potential customers and readers.
Right. And can I add a little something to that?
Yeah.
Okay. The big thing in this, which hey, it's good book. I recommend it. I mean, Stu, that was a damn good suggestion. I actually have read the book and read 90% of the book and listened to 90% of the audiobook. Probably the biggest thing that they talk about, which is different from hook story offer because it's kind of implied in hook story offer, is telling people right up front why something matters to them. Why is this important? Why is this worth paying attention to? And doing it in one sentence. That is probably, if you get nothing else, see what I'm doing here, Stu? If you get nothing else from the Jim and Stu show today, get this point. Tell somebody in one sentence why everything that's about to come their way is important and relevant to them.
Love it. And I believe there's a wizard for that. What you do in one sentence. I bet you could make a pretty handy, like, why you should read this in one sentence.
I bet you could.
You could use it for such.
I bet I could adapt it if I didn't.
So yeah, this book got me thinking a little bit. And so I came up with a couple of fun articles this week. In fact, I have been crushing my content this week.
Uh-huh.
2 articles on Monday, a podcast, did a podcast yesterday and focus on my book. And then today I've already done 2 articles. This is a podcast, so doing that now. And then a newsletter before that. So
wow.
Been a good week of content creation. Oh, and then social media is almost like the back burner no-brainer. Like,
right.
Social media posts on every Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, even Twitter, videos and pictures and really short, brief content too. I used to really kind of try to focus on making a longer description because they give you like 400 words if you want them. Right. In those social media posts. But now, I came up with a great one today. 3 reasons why your swim time is slow.
Ooh.
Boom. Like boom, boom, boom. Right. Short description, couple pictures, videos, links in there. It is a great article. It's a great post. It's very short, pretty simple.
What have you noticed an increase in click-throughs or interaction?
I just posted that this morning. So
Okay.
I because of I reading this Smart Brevity and kind of listening to what they're saying, I'm just one, it's easier to make content because
Right.
it's short. But it's um sorry, my dog is barking in the background. But it's
Woohoo.
also a um damn, I lost my train of thought altogether. Damn dog. I
All the
lost you.
PETA people are excited to hear. No, I was switching cameras, but I had to configure my camera. Well, you know what I'd like to do, Stu? If it's
Yes.
okay, I'm going to turn this into a little bit of a teaching moment, and I'm going to summarize a point from this Smart Brevity book. So if you want to buy it, great. If you don't want to buy it, you don't have to. All right. But basically, and then we're going to talk for a minute about, and this is, by the way, this is a preview of next month. Stu and I are going to be starting Turn Content into Traffic is going to be a new show on the elite level of content marketing scripts. That'll be paid content. So this is kind of a little bit of a preview for you. Okay. So I'm just going to summarize one of the big things I pulled out of this. All right. And by the way, the big idea is that, let's say you got a big article right here. All right. And a big article is anything 500 plus words. And you might say to yourself, but Jim, Google says an article should be 1,500 to 2,000 words. Well, Google can kiss my ass. Okay. This is just so stupid when people lock onto this stuff. The big idea is that nobody's reading your article, okay, because they're frazzled. People skim, and they're deciding whether they want to dive deeper into something. So the smart strategy is, if you're putting something out in like a newsletter or on social media or anywhere that you're posting stuff, instead of ramming this down somebody's throat, which, by the way, on Wednesdays, I'm still going to ram this down your throat, okay? Because that's how I do my newsletter. But on social media, we're going to start doing this. Here's the formula for creating something that becomes a kind of like a mile marker, a decision point that somebody can go deeper or not into whatever it is you're doing. So you have a cool headline grabber, something to stop people in their tracks. You have a one-sentence summary of the big idea, okay, behind the one-sentence summary of the big idea behind the article, the video, whatever the thing is that you're doing. One sentence, why it matters. Okay, then 3 to 4 bullets with the sub points. Okay, and then the call to action, at least from the book, is dive deeper. That's literally the words that they use. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step way to take your content and summarize it in such a way that the people who are interested will want to see the rest of it, but the people who don't have time are still going to get the gist of it and are going to think you're smart and appreciate you for not making them read the whole thing to get results. Here's the key I want you to take away, though. This can be for your content. This can be for other people's content as well. You can summarize all this and then say, hey, go check this out. And you can send them to the article, somebody else's article. You can do this. I'm really giving you like,
that's big,
a membership lesson here. Okay. This is the kind of stuff that this ain't free every week. Here's the other thing. News stories. This is something I want to start playing around with. with actually talking about how does the news impact you? You know, talking about like how does Elon Musk saying that he's going to fire 75% of the Twitter employees as soon as he closes on the deal this Friday. How does this impact you as a marketer?
Huh.
I
You know
think
how
that
it
would be
impacts
pretty easy.
You know how it impacts me as an employer? I'd be saying, "Hey, Twitter guys, hey, Twitter guys, come on over to Facebook. Come on over to TikTok or whatever."
That's okay.
You know?
They'll get 5 years of unemployment or something. You know, there's just whatever happens in the nanny state now.
Yeah.
My point though is that now this is all about curation and repurposing. Because Stu, guess what you have, and I have, and other people have, a backlog of content you created in the past that now in this feed mentality of Facebook and Twitter and all the other stuff, you got all this stuff that nobody's seen. So you just go back. You think there ought to be a wizard for this, Stu?
Whew, yeah, baby.
And then you go back to your existing content and revitalize it by creating one of these smart. Stu, smart summary. This is what okay, here we go. Smart summary.
Smart
Wizard. Okay, we're gonna play with this some more. Put on your thinking cap, and I hope that you are. I hope you've got enough caffeine in you, Stu. I'm not sure if I do or not.
I'm ready.
But are you willing to help me figure out an acronym for SMART that goes with the Smart Summary Wizard? Come on, let's do this. Smart Summary Wizard. Okay, you guys can help too. Let's turn this into a cool, whatever you call it, acronym. Okay, summarize. Okay, what would the M's? What can we do here?
Well, it's why it matters. Is that up there?
Okay, matters.
Why, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to why it matters. Actionable. Recycle. Timely. Okay, summarize why it matters. Actionable. Recycle. Timely. Kind of sucks. Magic. I like that. Magic.
I didn't know what you're going for with this acronym. I was thinking like,
no, I'm trying. It's the smart summary. No, it's the Smart Summary Wizard. And so I was trying to, SMART stands for, summarize, minimize.
Yes.
Okay. Summarize. How about maximize? Oh, summarize, maximize, action. Recycle, timely. Anybody, y'all see what I'm, specific. I like specific too. Specific. What do we got here? Specific.
Throw avatar in there.
Ooh, yeah. Avatar specific. Summarize. Everybody's like, I like magic. Summarization, magic, avatar specific, recyclable, and timely. Maximum, I'm just looking what retarget. Ooh, recycle, retarget, repurpose.
Yep. I was just about to say that.
Revitalize. I like that.
Much better.
I like revitalize better. Good job, Laura. I think that was Laura. Was that Laura? Yeah.
Yep.
Summarize, maximize, avatarize, revitalize,
Time saver.
time saving. Yeah, how about time saving? And if time saving is not one word, it is now. I like that. Smart summary wizard. Summarize, maximize, avatar specific, revitalize, time saving.
Yeah.
Summarize, maximize, revitalize, avatarize, time. Huh. Okay. We'll keep playing with it. But I love this because I think this is going to be super important. Being able to, everybody's trying to go longer when we should be going shorter. And then inviting people to, that was a good one. Robert says refine. What do you think of that? Refine. Summarize, maximize, avatar specific, refine.
Revitalize, refine, fine. Yeah, those are good, both good.
Okay. Isn't this more fun than working?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, the Jim and Stu show topic was basically making a to-do list for making effective content.
Did you shrink or something?
I did. My
okay.
I hit my camera by accident.
Okay, that's fine. I just you're getting so excited, like your chair collapsed. JD says regurgitate. Yeah, probably not that. That could be the insider. That could be the inside.
I mean, we are repurposing. So
yeah.
But I like revital. Whoa, something's wrong with my camera. What is going on here? There we go.
Oh, I like that. Timely.
Didn't you just use that?
Time saving.
Time saving.
But I like timely.
Yeah.
Summarize, maximize, avatar specific, revitalize, or refine, timely. I like refine actually better. That describes better what it'll do. Okay.
Ooh. Cool. How is it timely? Timeless. What do you think about timeless? It's a good one coming over from Facebook.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
Robert had transcend.
I think timely or timeless, because if you make it evergreen, then it's timeless. But if you want to tie it to a news event or something, then it's timely.
Ooh.
How could we express that in such a way that it could be either one?
Well, it's almost like you have a choice at the end. It's either you either got the choice to make it a news that is timely, or new product, or it is an evergreen product that is timeless.
Yeah, or product or content.
Yeah, it just shows some versatility. Hey, we got some new dating comments from somebody spamming you.
Oh, sweet! A new dating dating for all tastes and ages. Holy crap! All right,
wow.
Well, that's a targeted message, peckerhead. Okay, maximize. I'm just going to throw one other thing out there, and then we'll move on.
All right.
What about multiply? Nah.
I like maximize
better.
Yeah,
I do too. Okay, cool. Well, I'll work on this. Oh, snap. Wouldn't it be interesting if we had a genie that did that? Automatically.
You know what would be really cool is if you could create something that you put an article in that you created that would spit out in summarized usable version. So basically do the opposite of what you're genies and wizards do.
Uh-huh.
Like you're basically, I put in less and I get more out when I use your wizards and scripts.
Wow.
But if I
Put in more and get back out less?
yeah.
Oh, let me read. Oh, gosh, Stu. I think I might be working on something of that. Would you like me to read you the output from the summary that I did of the article that I just sent to Dan Kennedy's newsletter? This is my article that will appear in January. Can I read this to you?
Sure.
And you let me know whether you'd want more or not. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go. Let me get this up where my old eyes can read it. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what the original article was about. I'm just going to read you the summary thing that I did using the software. How to instantly make your offers more appealing using this simple trick. This article is about how to make your offer more irresistible by treating it like the perfect party invitation. This article is important to entrepreneurs because it explains the importance of making a compelling offer. If you can make your offer irresistible, you will be much more likely to make sales. 1, think of your offer as an invitation to the best party effort. 2, make sure your invitation is irresistible. 3, put care and attention into making the invitation. 4, the invitation is the most critical piece of copy. 5, your job is to explain why the party you're throwing is the only one worth going to. Dig deeper here. Link.
Yeah. That's it.
I think instead of summarize, I think Robert just put it, I think this is better because we don't want to repeat the simplify.
Yeah.
So what did you think of that format though for that summary? What did you think of that? Would that make you want to, and my question, honest question for everybody. If you didn't read the article itself, did it give you enough information that at least gave you something new to think about? You got a little dopamine hit. Yes or no? You're not going to hurt my feelings either way.
Yeah. And it's hook story offer once again, but the offer is just click for more information.
Right.
I love it.
Cool.
I definitely felt that one. That was
okay.
That spurred interest.
Right.
Properly.
Absolutely. Now, imagine that. Okay, that was content, right?
Yep.
What if that format was used with a call to action for like the interview I'm doing tomorrow about the avatar stuff? Think about it.
Huh.
That could just as easily have been, if you want to know how to throw the perfect party invitation or use the perfect party invitation in your sales copy, format in your sales copy, I'm doing a live interview tomorrow to explain exactly how to do it. Think about that. That is like the ultimate bridge between content and a call to action that probably is going to involve a sale at some point.
Yeah.
It's got you thinking, isn't it?
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Laura's getting it. So anyway, I love this. Simplify, maximize, avatar specific, refine, timely, or timeless. Timely or timeless. I love it. I'm going to make this. It's going to be amazing. Does this mean I get 2/5 of the income from Smart for my contribution? No. I'll be happy to accept Wizard access in lieu of cash, just throwing it out there. Robert, you're going to earn something even more valuable than all of that. My thanks for your contribution. And I'm not going to ask you to pay for the lesson. Stu's so excited. I'm not going to ask you to pay for the lesson that you got that was worth more than what some people are paying. Okay, Stu. I have a 2-word solution for you on this. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It's called duct tape.
Yeah. I keep bumping it. I don't know what's going on. It's like my chair is like somehow wrapped around one of the wires, and I gotta undo it. So
okay.
My bad.
Well, that was fun, man. Hey, and this is a great example of in the last week we had kind of our own little
brief presentation.
Yeah, but we almost like we had our own little book of the month club in a week. You know, you read it, I read it. It was fun. We talked about it. We got ideas from it. We told other people about it.
Yeah, it was a quick read. It was good.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a shame that that is how we consume our information now.
Oh, somebody just had one other thing. Repeatable. What do you think of repeatable instead of refined?
I don't know. I guess simplify and refine are very similar, so it could be another.
But
another word.
repeatable means could mean you can repeat the process over and over, but also it's repeatable meaning people could repeat it for you. Like this is the kind of thing that people would share.
Ah, make it viral.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Great thing about acronyms is they can mean whatever you want.
True.
All right. Okay. So I think we've done our job for the Jim and Stu show. Shall we move on to the podcast?
Yes.
Okay. And you know what? We haven't done this in a while. Let me know if you can hear this.
Very much so.
Okay, cool. So, okay, too loud?
Well, for my headset it was. I'm not sure about everybody else.
Okay, well, that's okay. I know you know where the volume control is this morning. So, we're going to start with a polka because we haven't done that in a while. Hey, welcome to today's podcast. This is episode 178. Stu?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Podcast 178. I'm your host, Jim Overs, along with my trusty co-host and podcast producer, as well as archivist, Mr. Stu Smith. And today, Stu, we are talking about a critical topic in the lives of pickle lovers and entrepreneurs everywhere. And that topic is?
Well, we are going to talk about content diary.
Oh,
right?
snap.
Do you have a daily content to-do list, or can you make it a diary instead? So, well, a lot of times I try to have this long list of things I want to get done in the day, but at the end of the day, I kind of have to figure out which ones that are going to be worthwhile that day and how much time I can fit it into, how much content I have. And then at the end of the day, I have more of a content diary than I do a long to-do list. Basically, I take a long to-do list and pick and choose what I want to do for my social media content, for my blog content, for a newsletter, for a podcast, whatever, right? And make that just such a daily habit that at the end of it, instead of worrying about, I didn't succeed in completing this to-do list, I have a content diary that is what you did. So it's, because a lot of people tend to see this long list. Like if you have one of these here, right? A long list of things that you could be doing in a day, because this is the DIY business action plan that we made years ago.
Right.
All right. So anyway, it is just one of those things that I think is more of a mindset change.
Well, what are the benefits? What are the benefits
else
of this diary? Why would somebody want, in the new spirit of smart brevity, why would someone want to have a content diary in one sentence or less?
Well, You can observe trends better knowing what you have put out there, right? If you see a trend in your business going up or down in sales or viewership or whatever, you can usually look back the previous 5 to 6 days and you have developed an answer to that question
Right.
of like, why is this performing the way it is?
So let me state that a different way. One of the maxims in business is you can't improve what you don't measure. So
There,
if
yeah.
you're not keeping track of the causes you set in motion with your content and the resulting traffic, clicks, likes, views, and all that other stuff, then you can't see why things are happening, good or bad. So you got to track it.
Yep.
One of the things that I would say, and Stu's really good. I think Stu was born with a checklist in his hand.
Yes.
I think he was like, you know, first
Yep.
item today, eat, sleep, have my
Checklist.
diaper changed. Yes, that was Stu's checklist in his meaty paw with his amazing triceps and biceps and stuff. And his mother was like, good God, kid, did you have to hold a pen on the way out? But the thing is, Stu, what if instead of having that big long list and having to pick, what if there was a tool that could create that future for you in advance? What if there was a tool that could tell you, hey, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, here's what you should do. And all you had to do is just do what it told you to do. And it was totally customized for you, your target audience, and what you wanted to get done. Would that be something cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, let me show you. I've got that, Stu. It's called the Content Marketing Manager. And I'm going to show it to you because it's amazing. And this is inside of Content Marketing Scripts. This is called the Content Marketing Manager Wizard. And I have loaded an avatar. This is one that I've been playing around with just to prove out. I got a genie coming to help research your avatar, make it a lot quicker and easier. I'm actually going to be demonstrating it tomorrow on the interview we're going to do. And so our avatar's identity is a weekend plinker who wants to become a highly skilled marksman. And wants to do competitive 3-gun shooting and also focus on moving and shooting. So just talking about this will probably get me banned from Facebook. It's like, oh, they talked about gun stuff. It was an example. Calm down, scooters. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click build. And I don't have an offer for it. And what this will do is it'll give you an assignment for the day. All right. Or this is the cool thing I want to show you. So it'll tell you all the different stuff you want to do. Here's a complete weekly assignment we're going to download as a docx file. And it creates, based on all the different stuff that you could do, it will create for you a weekly workout. This is all based on what Stu sends me every week. Okay. Like, here's what you do. So it's got your target audience, additional questions for content creation ideas, topics, angles and stuff. Then your call to action. I don't have an offer for him yet, but look at this. All right. So Monday, my warm up, find a meme on Google about competitive 3-gun shooting and paste it on Facebook. Oh, then Tuesday, post a meme on Facebook and ask for comments. Wednesday, make a 1 to 3 minute PowerPoint slide video and post it on Facebook. Share a video that offends you on your blog with commentary. Post an answer or question to this question to build engagement on Facebook. What's your biggest problem with how to improve accuracy and speed? So look at this. If nothing, I mean, this is more than most people do every day. But just like when you say, hey, do, 10 jumping jacks and whatever, it'll take you 5 to 10 minutes to warm up. This gets you going. Then you got your main assignment. All right. So this weekend plinker step-by-step guide, quick start, 1, 2, 3 guide. All right. And then create a short text tip with the 60-second tidbit wizard. And then post a video on Facebook and LinkedIn then it'll tell you email distribution. Send to your email list in its entirety with an invitation to comment on your social media, and then it's even got extra credit. I love when you do extra credit because it's like, hey, this sucks, but Stu wants me to do more if I'm a man. If I'm not, then I don't have to do it. And Susan's like, well, I do it, and I'm not a man. Here we come. Hi, Susan. Any comments on what I just said? Have I offended you today?
Always your goal.
It's not my goal. I do it by accident, which makes it worse. Because when I do it without trying, that means I don't care, which makes it totally worse, and I'm a bad person. Bad Jim. Do you like it when Stu gives extra credit? Do you? I'm very trying. Do you like it when Stu gives extra credit, or would you rather he didn't?
No, I like extra credit. I can always room to improve.
Wow.
There you go. A plus plus.
Excuse me.
Extra credit.
Anyway, so, and every week, like if I go generate this again, it'll be different for the next week and different for the next week and different for that. There's like 20,000 different combinations here.
Damn, that's cool.
So this would be the thing that you would use with your content marketing diary to then keep track of all the cool stuff that you did. Thank you, Susan.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you can just like print it out and just check it off.
Exactly.
And at the end of the week, and you wonder why, holy mackerel, my sales went up 50%. I wonder why.
Yeah. So this is the automated, and look at this. It's Monday through Friday, because God forbid I should ask you to do something on the weekend. So there we go. So that is a great tool for helping you to do what Stu wants you to do, which is creating that marketing activity diary. But now, instead of trying to guess, because what will happen, this is why I created that, is we all kind of fall into ruts. And a rut is just a coffin with the ends kicked out. And so you're going to fall into whatever makes you the most comfortable. I'm just going to make some, I'll just make a video. I'll just go stand on the end of the dock and I'll talk smack for 2 minutes, and then, okay, and I'm going to do that. And I do that tomorrow. And I do that again the next day. And then it becomes like a tax. I know I have to do this, but I'm not really putting anything into it because it's not really that much fun. It's the same thing over and over, and it kind of sucks. And so what this will force you to do is to do different things so that you don't get bored, and so that your audience doesn't get bored, and you don't fall into that trap like I did there for a while with the letting chickens out with Jim videos, where all of them look the same. And it forces you to do a better job. So Laura asks, where do we find this? This is part of Content Marketing Scripts. You can go to contentmarketingscripts.com. As of this moment, it's not open, but you can register to find out when we open it again. So there you go. So what else about this marketing diary thing, Stu? What would you what would be 3 or 4 bullets you would want to elaborate on that with?
I would say you can use this in a variety of methods.
Okay.
For instance, if you like having your smartphone in your hand all the time, you can go to the notes section and create your own little marketing diary. Boom, boom,
nice.
boom, boom, boom. Just keep that. And cool thing about notes is you just refer to it like last Monday. This is what I did. Why don't I try it again? It worked pretty well. Or you can kind of go old school and just get the kitchen, food list that you're going to go to use for the grocery store, and just write your marketing stuff down, what you did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Are those hot peppers?
Yeah, I think so.
There? Okay.
Yeah. I just grabbed this from the kitchen because I needed a notepad at the time. And so I've just been using this for my handwritten stuff that I make changes on. Or you can go really old school.
Yeah.
And go with the desktop calendar.
They still sell those?
Oh, yeah. Go to Office Depot. See all those check marks, Jim? That means that's a lot of stuff done.
Look at you.
So multiple ways to do it. And I would recommend picking one or using all of them. It doesn't really matter.
It's funny how we fall into different, like you grab that thing. the last couple days, my brain has been going like I can't use, in this whole woke world, man, I can't use any of my good metaphors anymore. It's just been going just like a but
Son of a gun.
been grabbing envelopes out of Terry's office because I don't have my notebook and stuff. And I was thinking, an envelope is like the perfect size
It's perfect
to write
like
out
that.
stuff for the day. That's like
Yeah.
it's not overwhelming if it was on an 8.5 by 11 sheet or something. Oh, Susan's showing hers. The problem is, Susan,
The
you've got
clipboard.
that
I like it.
full size, clipboard, so you can hit somebody with it too if they're being stupid. But you write so small. It's like you could get a month's worth on a single sheet. That would overwhelm me. Right?
That's the problem. Then it moves to the next day, and I write it out again. Then it moves to the next day.
If you don't want to get too overwhelmed, you can use a short envelope.
Oh, nice! An
little
invitation
shorter.
one.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember in like 4th or 5th grade when you had to write a 1-page paper? And did either of you do the thing like I put a space of, my fingers were smaller when I was little, but I would space the words with my fingers so that I could make fewer words go longer. Did any of you guys do that?
I trained myself to write that size at about that age because my
Wow.
dad.
That's
like
pretty
that.
good. If you think about the reason why we need to go with smart brevity, right, is because if you were growing up high school, college, and you were writing papers, you always had a 1,000-word paper or a 2,000-word paper or a 5-page paper. And what were you doing to fill up those papers? A lot of extra words. Yeah. Right? And pull out the thesaurus and find out bigger words.
Absolutely, man. Or, compound. I invented the compound sentence.
I'd get verbose, and we had a rule like 27 words. We count out if it was over 27 words, that was a run-on sentence because I was real bad about those. So that's what we would, that would be my gauge.
So, it's not all entirely our faults, but no one wants to read a 1,500 words article unless they're really interested in that 1,500 words article. It's hard to hook somebody into reading a 1,500 word article. Unless they will read really a 50-word article that has the same message.
And then it's when you force somebody to read a 1,500 word article as opposed to them choosing to read it based on what they know's in it and whether it's good for them or not.
Absolutely.
And I think
little preview.
It's like Chris right now having to read Frankenstein for school. It's kind of like just like, ugh. But on the other hand, this is the kid that picks up Stephen King, the other one she read recently, George Orwell's Animal Farm on her own. Perfectly happy with that.
Yeah. All pigs are equal. Just some pigs are more equal than others. Best line in the whole book. I think that's different. Somebody being forced rather than choosing. It's almost, if you think about it, it's almost like a movie trailer. It's like, okay, I want to see that movie, or nah, I don't want to. And so I'd rather know in 2 minutes whether I want to see it or not see it, as opposed to watching the damn thing and say, wow, I'll never get that 2 hours back. I will never get those 2 hours back. And I'm just going to piss everyone off. Pretty much any of the DC movies, the Superman, Batman, we'll love the Wonder Woman movies, but the other ones, they suck. Okay. Pissed off every time I watch one. Even Aquaman sucked. Just saying.
Yeah.
Whereas Spider-Man and Iron Man and all those, they rock.
So it's like a smart preview.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smart
I like
preview.
It. Ooh, smart preview wizard. Hey, want to do it? No, I'm just kidding. I like that. Smart preview wizard. Okay. All right. Have we beaten this topic to death? I love this idea of the of the diary for our marketing stuff. Where could people go to find out more about such things?
About what such things?
Tell them to go check out Content Marketing Scripts.
Oh, yeah. Content marketing. See, you usually don't tag me with that job. That's usually yours.
I know, but I'm trying
So
to mix it up a
You
little
set
bit.
me up. You set me up.
I'm training you up to do interviews that sell. That's what I'm moving on to
Yes,
next.
content marketing scripts is the key to your success.
That was pretty good, Stu. Nice work. All right. Well, that's it for this episode of the Jim and Stu Show and the Sales Copywriting and Content Marketing Hacks podcast. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, you should be. Go on over to Facebook and look for Sales Copywriting and Content Marketing Hacks. As long as you're not a dork, we'll let you in. A few questions just to make sure. If you fail those questions, well, we won't let you in. But chances are you'll probably make it. But there's that 1% chance that you might not, that gets you giddy with anticipation. And if you'd like to mess around with the Content Marketing Manager software, head on over to contentmarketingscripts.com. Sign up for the notification list when we open the software back up again. Stu, if they want to stop being couch potatoes and actually get in shape and be awesome, where can they go?
Go check out StuSmithFitness.com, please.
Absolutely. It made a huge difference in my life, and that's no BS. So everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.